It was a 20 gauge shotgun. It was loaded and on the bed.
The last 2 words he said before he went unconscious is, "Help me."
Hey everybody, welcome to another incredible story from the Story Trek. The theme, maybe, of this story would be don't judge a book by its cover and be grateful for everything you have in life, despite what life throws at you. Imagine being thankful for a terrifying accident that cripples you the rest of your life.
You ever seen the show?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah?
You've seen me back east and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, of all places, we're here.
Utah. Yeah.
Yeah. Alberta.
Alberta, of all places.
You never thought we'd be here.
No.
Well, Alberta it is. And for Davey Smith, I had one question. You may know what it is.
What's your story?
My story?
Yeah.
My story? That's a big question.
Yeah, it is. It's a big question for everybody.
Yeah. My story is trying to be happy.
And he's on his way. A newlywed of 6 months, he's found the girl of his dreams. Coincidentally, Ashley feels the same way.
He is incredible. We met here at the dairy, and he just has this personality that everybody likes him, and got to know each other, and it was really fun.
Did you notice he is in a wheelchair?
Yeah. Hard not to notice, but it wasn't who he was.
I didn't notice when Davey first drove up and I asked him if he'd talk with me. Then I saw him get out of his car.
People think that the wheelchair is is like an obstacle, but it's not.
Davey has always been determined that people see him and not his wheelchair.
If anybody would have an excuse for not being happy, it might be you.
No, I don't have an excuse to not be happy. I've been blessed too much, and I don't have that excuse.
If that's the case, then Davey must have a strange definition of blessings.
It was a 20 gauge shotgun. It was loaded and on the bed.
Vibration made it fire.
And I was right 3 feet away from the barrel.
Well, when I come home, my children are outside screaming and yelling and something, and I knew it was serious, and so I went downstairs, and the last 2 words he said before he went unconscious is, "Help me." And I grabbed him and took off to the hospital.
Kidney was blown out, aorta, intestines, all that.
He was told that he would not pull through. He had about a 2% chance.
Davey was just 5 years old. He would spend 2 months in the hospital and another year recovering, and now a lifetime in a wheelchair and in chronic pain.
In his pain, some nights he'd be awake most of the night, and I would just hold him. So but he wouldn't let it hold him back, and so I think it brought our family so close together.
Davey went back to school as soon as he could, and when teachers would ask what special treatment he needed, his parents made sure that the special treatment Davey got was just to be treated like any other kid.
But I'm also glad it happened as a kid, because I think a kid is more adaptable in those situations and tougher and they adapt better. And if it happened now at my age, if I got shot at my age right now, I don't know if I'd be the same person.
This might be a weird question for me to ask, but is part of you grateful that this happened to you?
Yes. I'm not 100% grateful it happened.
Why?
Because it made me see things different that people don't see at all.
He says it's something simple, like being grateful for what he does have.
I think a lot of times gratefulness is the key to being happy. You cannot have any good traits in life unless you're grateful.
The other thing he says most people don't do is believe enough in themselves. Despite his obstacles, he works full-time, and he's just 3 semesters away from college graduation.
bad things happen, but you can make those bad things to good. And I learned that, and people don't understand that. And I'm glad that happened to me, and I saw that, and I learned, and it was ingrained in me as a young kid. And people don't know that still. People like go get all depressed on or stressed out on little things.
So Davy's definition of a blessing, a shotgun blast that nearly killed him, that took away his ability to walk, doesn't seem that strange anymore.
Should be dead, but I'm not. So that's a good reason to be happy.
He wants you to see who he is, and he lets you see it, and he lets everybody see who he is right away.
The wheelchair's there. It will be.
It's there, but it's nothing.
Doesn't define him.
Nope. Doesn't stop him either.
Is there anything he can't do?
Just reach top shelves.
I try to tell people, like, hey, it's not the wheelchair, it's not an obstacle, it's the normal struggle as you. So I mean, I believe, in my opinion, that we're given nothing that we cannot handle, and I believe that I can handle this.
He's a great young man.
Amazing story. And as Davy says, the only obstacle is you. The wheelchair, not an obstacle. The accident, not an obstacle. The obstacle is you and whatever you think the obstacles are in your life. Gratitude. It's a great way to be happy. Update, Davy and Ashley have now a 5-year-old boy and another one on the way. So he continues to progress and continues to build a great life and a great story. If you like this, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so that you can be notified when the next story pops up.